What's up everybody, Arrg the Pirate here, and today I got to play the long anticipated Fortnite. Now, I just loaded up the game, so this is the very first look that you will experience. I have cut out the kind of opening cutscene, really got down to just when you actually get to really start playing. When you start out, there's kind of just a little bit of a introduction, there's just a cute little cutscene, I guess, where you're running away from zombies and things like that. And then you kind of take control of this hero right here. Now you have a pistol and an axe, and I probably shouldn't be using the axe yet, but I just went ahead and switched to it and started, seeing what I could destroy. Now the very first thing, you are prompted to destroy this cart that's kind of blocking your way, and I guess that really shows you can almost destroy anything in the environment except for, kind of the background or the actual map structure. But all the rocks, everything like that, you can pull out your pickaxe, destroy them, and that's how you get consumables or materials to create other things. Now, I'm supposed to go up to this ramp right here, and you pick out your building material, and I didn't record audio for the game at the beginning of this, so I'm gonna just kind of talk you through it. About halfway through I realized, hey, maybe people want to listen to the game, so I do end up getting some game audio in there. But you pull out the enter the building mode, which you do with circle, and then you use triangle to kind of navigate through the different things, and then you L2 or R2, whichever one it is, to actually build the structure. Now you can build structures on the fly, so if you're being attacked or during like one of the waves that I actually get into a fight with, I try to place another trap just to see if I could, and you can. So your ability to just craft whenever you want is there. You can destroy things whenever you want, or, if you're in the middle of a wave and you're full on ammo and everything like that, hey, go in there and start, just killing bad guys. Now, I am playing on PC, and I would imagine if you are on a computer, the crafting menu is much more simplified and easier to navigate. But since I am on PC, it seems, just a little bit harder and not quite as fast to navigate. So if you are interested in this and have both a PC or a PlayStation and really want to kind of get into the fast, really quick menu options, I would say a PC would be a faster and easier choice, but typically that's the case with most things. Now, I get enough materials to actually craft a gun, and that's what I'm doing right now. I end up crafting an assault rifle. How you do this is you push circle to enter your craft mode and then hit square. Now the square menu kind of gives you more specialty items like traps and weapons and things like that. I end up crafting an assault rifle, and then I'm prompted to head over to this base and kind of help them out. So I go over there guns blazing and just kind of clear out these zombies. Now the cutscenes and things like that, and just kind of the art style, reminds me of a game something like Borderlands. It's very kind of light, funny-hearted, sort of comedy, but with a serious note of, hey, you're, fighting for your life here. And I really like that. I don't like the super serious games. Every once in a while I want a break from that. I just want to go, on a rampage and, kind of just with that light sense of humor. And you really get that from Fortnite, especially since, this is the starting mission. I would assume they're going to put kind of the whole tone of the game, on the front line, and that's really the vibe that I'm getting. Now, I have played the second mission at this point of the recording, and it really kind of feels the same. The robot that's talking to you kind of reminds me of, the claptrap, and it's really fun. Like I said, it's that kind of lighthearted humor, and it's just fun to play. You don't feel like, oh, I'm super pressured and I need to do well and this and that. It's just kind of a fun, lighthearted take on a zombie apocalypse. Now, for once, I did actually watch all the cutscenes. I usually cut out cutscenes, I just skip them, I want to get to gameplay. But I was interested in kind of the story, and, there's really, a storm comes and bad things happen. It's not really a super complex story at this early point in the game. You're rescuing people and things like that. Now, here is the first part where I build traps. I'm prompted to build traps, and I just build them straight down the line. I figured, zombies are probably going to come from the front of the fort, try to get into the base, so that's really where I want to place those traps. But later on, I do find out that traps need to be placed on floors. So you first need to build a floor and then a trap. Now here, I need to create a door. So there's a solid wall in front of me, and you can create a door by taking down 2 of these options right here, and boom, you get a door put up. So you can build shorter walls, things like that. Now, I did not notice if they require less materials if you build shorter walls. I'm sure they would. I mean, that really makes sense of, something that they would build into a game. But I didn't notice it, especially in this early game. You're not prompted to do that, and that wall was already there. At this point in the match, I actually remember to cut my audio back on. One issue with PlayStation is if you use a wireless controller, you can't have game audio on and PlayStation audio on. So if I'm in a party or something like that, you would actually hear everybody talking, and it's really hard to record. I do have a setup to where I can record both, but the audio is not near as good for vocals, as well as it's just not as reliable. Sometimes it gets really staticky, so that's one reason I prefer not to do a whole lot of live commentary. And I've got to either record my voice and game audio and not be in a party, or be in a party and not record game audio. But I do remember to cut that game audio back on, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of shut up right now and let y'all just take a listen to all this that's going on for a little bit.
Great! Now get outside before you're engulfed in flaming rocket exhaust. We need to keep that rocket safe until launch.
Another wave's coming. I need some backup.
Don't take any chances, Lenny. I'm on my way.
What the hell is that thing?
Get out of there!
I think I can hold it.
Fall back! Fall back!
We've got more incoming. You need to protect the survivors.
I'm going to go ahead and leave that game audio running in the background just so, you can get a more feel for the game and just kind of talk over it. But I have had a lot of fun with Fortnite so far. It's really just kind of a nice break with a new type of game that, really doesn't have a whole lot out there. There are crafting games out there, but this seems more of an action-packed crafting game, and I really like that. If you saw right there, I did place a trap in the middle of this fight, so that also tells me, hey, you can build like a, ramp all the way up higher and higher just to kind of get a height position if you're using a sniper or something like that. As of right now, all I have is a pistol, a sword, and this assault rifle that I'm using. I don't actually use the sword in this match. I've kind of always wondered why people prefer melee weapons when you can shoot people. But, that's kind of just my preference. I will upload a video of that second match later, and I do end up just testing out the sword. Now right there, I did use the aerial strike. I'm not sure if that's custom to this hero. There are several different heroes, and I know there's one that's kind of like an assassin that uses a melee weapon. There's one that has this giant hammer. You know, right now all I have access to is this girl that I'm using, and you know, maybe she's just the one that has the aerial strike, which would be kind of neat if, you know, there were custom classes like that within this game. Now this is kind of the end of this really tutorial beginner mission. Like I said, whenever I loaded in, you know, you basically hit square and boom, you're in this mission. This is the very first thing you will experience. And it was a lot of fun. You know, it's kind of a nice break from some, you know, a more serious game like Paragon where, you know, you're really trying, you know, got your try hard and you're super sweaty. Or something like Destiny where it's just kind of, hey, run around and shoot people. This seems like, hey, build a fortress, defend it. And I think playing with friends would be an absolute blast in this game. And in that second mission, you do have access to play with other people, which I didn't, but I could see it going much smoother and much funner when you're, you know, playing with your buddy and they build this nice wall and you just go tear it down just to be a prick. That seems like, you know, something that would be a lot of fun and, you know, really kind of get into more of Fortnite and what it is. Well, if you enjoyed this video, show me some love, leave me a comment, think about subscribing, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.